it would be and this and that or whatnot. Can we get an explanation from your side? I mean, I know what happened, but from your end, like, why did you have to like go to Argentina?
Right. I mean, absolutely. I mean, that's just the politics of boxing, you know. Obviously, people who go in there, they're trying to go in there for their own personal reasons. Everyone has their own agenda. And for me personally, I felt like the WBO had a personal agenda against me. I knew that they wanted to strip my title, and that was something that I would have to deal with, you know, at the second half of 2011 and obviously in the beginning of this year. And, you know, there was a lot of politics going back and forth. So, you know, I mean, I got to say, I'm lucky to have some like Alan Tremblay and Angelo, you know, just being able to, you know, lobby for certain things. And, you know, obviously with positions being thrown out there, you know, you can only work with so much. But, you know, I was basically pushed into that position. You know, I mean, it's my party versus the sanctioning body, which is the WBO in this case. So,
Was there not oh, sorry to cut you off. Was there not an opportunity to like bring that fight, for example, in America or in the Philippines? Was there no sufficient enough support coming from that end?
You know what? For something like that, I honestly I don't know all the details in terms of that, and I'm sure Alan and Angela had something that they were working out, you know, with certain things with that. But I know we were trying to set up a fight for Las Vegas early this year, and we were trying to have it against her since I knew that she was going to mandatory. And it didn't work out. I'm not sure if it was because of their end or whatnot, but I also know too that the WBO was also forcing a lot of things upon my end. You know, so there's a lot of cooking war and stuff like that, and I just, you know, it just happened to be where I just go to Argentina. So, it was a whole bunch of technicalities with that, and I know we were definitely trying to lobby something here, you know, in the U.S. or something like that for Miranda Chuck and stuff like that. It was just, for some reason, it just didn't work out. I'm sure they were giving some deadlines or whatever with Alan, and like I'm not sure what I can say publicly. I'm sure you understand
Yeah,
Alan's
definitely.
position, right, health-wise, personal-wise. So I'm sure he's probably like pushing certain positions and stuff like that because of his health conditions. You know what I mean? I don't want to say that personally, but I'm sure like a lot of that had to do with it. So when it turned out with the contract being created, you know, I was basically pushed into a position where I could either just let go of the title or I just take the mandatory over in Argentina. So you know, I wanted to fight. I felt like I wanted to, you know, put my foot in to saying, you know, hey, you know, I want to at least defend, you know, the title, even if you try to strip me away from it. You know, and that's what I ended up taking. You know, I'm not trying to make any excuses or nothing like that, you know, but but at the same time, I want to be able to voice out exactly what position I was put into, you know.
Definitely.
I don't want to feel like I'm trying to hide from anything.
Yeah, and you even mentioned to me that and Angelo mentioned this to me too, that you're not even as worried about the you're not even as worried about the loss compared to the way they treated you, like with the national anthem not being played, the U.S. national anthem, and they cut off the Philippine national anthem. Can you talk to us more about that? And then they treated you like you were the challenger, and they didn't, you know, they didn't push through with certain promises and stuff that you had requested. Can you talk to us about that? How frustrating those things were?
I mean, it's definitely frustrating. It's definitely disrespectful and stuff like that. I mean, for me, it's you know, on a personal level, obviously, we don't, you know, I just like I couldn't gather myself right when I got, because it was happening to me, you know, as it was happening. Like for instance, you know, the national anthem, and then when they did the name announcements and stuff like that, and then the announcement started with Marcos, and I really had to maintain my composure because I was ready to look at Osvaldo and just walk head up to his face and just put my glove right in front of his face and say, "You're such a liar," you know. And you know, I probably should have.
Yeah.
Just make even a stronger statement. But you know, it's for me. I also know too that whatever my actions are, I also represent everyone else who backs me and supports me. You know, I know the Philippines are watching too. You know, I don't want them to look in disgrace for me to do something like that. or even like the people who are just there day in and day out supporting me on a daily basis, because I know I'm also a reflection of them. I don't know how my parents would have responded to that, but it's like all of that happening, all within the split of a second, and it was just so like, wow, we totally didn't expect that. And I just figured the WBO, they're always proud about being able to say, we're all about respect, we're all about this and that, we want to bring professionalism in the sport, and I'm thankful at least for having the TV network, especially the DMA network, being able to broadcast that all live where everyone can actually witness it, and then people can start to see, especially with the real deep boxing fans, or even those who are just interested in it, just to see the politics of boxing and just to be able to just kind of understand the story of how this sport really is all about, But for me, it's a big slap in the face, but at the same time, it's almost like putting that bigger chip on my shoulder. It just makes me just want to come back even harder, because it's going to come around. And, I mean, what can you really do? I mean, obviously, this is, they're just trying to, make whatever possible they need to make. And, it's I don't know, it's disheartening. And it makes me want to be just really empathetic. I just want to let loose, and I'm like, what, just shut it out for a second, because obviously there's a level of class these people have, and I'm like, what can you really do? What I would like to have is actually a rematch against Marcos, on a much more neutral territory, and just throw it down, and I'll be able to do that in front of all those states.
Definitely. And in terms of that rematch, do you want that to happen soon, or do you have any other plans for your next fight? Can you talk to us more about that?
I mean, when it comes down to it, I'll fight whoever's going to be in front of me, obviously. But I'd like to also keep myself open for other opportunities. I still have my eyes set on fighting Jackie now, but I still have my eyes set on fighting Chantel Martinez, and even avenging all my losses and stuff like that. I just want to go out there and just put it on them, just be able to put on a really good show. I feel like it all depends on the flow of everything, with how everything is being set up, I guess. So I just took a week off, and I didn't really think about anything. So right now you caught me in a moment where I'm venting. So my thoughts really, it's like everything is just all raw right now, So I just want to just wait for possible opportunities. But hands down, do I want to get back in the ring? Yeah, I do want to fight these people, and I do want to on the big stage, and I do want to be able to tell a story. This is boxing. Male or female, you're gonna get a great fight. And you know what? For those of you to female boxing, just there's obviously a huge following, and I hope a lot of people got to see how many people showed up to that last fight I just had. And there's a lot of people, and hopefully it'll just keep opening and just keep knocking down these other doors, because I'll tell you what, for a fight like that, man, if women can only get the same respect or be on the same stage as some of these other guys, man, it'll actually make things a lot easier. But I don't know. I guess it's a catch-22, because it sure would be a lot easier in a lot of different ways. But at the same time, I don't know. I have this huge chip on my shoulder, and I just want to get right back on.
That's good to hear, because I was actually interested where where your intentions were after a fight like that. It's good to hear that you're actually using that as a further motivation. But on the last.
Y'all know the name. dSource.
Doing my job, doing